Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Muhammad Qaib Razali. I'm from 5XBMA3. So today we will present about one of the device in topic steady flow engineering device, which is diffuser. So let's start it. Now we look first about our objective of slide. The first objective is we want to explain about the diffuser in terms of shape, design, mechanism and physical features. And then we will explain about the operating principle of the diffuser and its application. And the third one is what happened to the fluid flowing through this device. So we will go deep in our next presenter. Next is we will do a calculation about how to conserve the mass of your device, which is our device is diffuser. Next is we also will calculate about the conserve the energy in diffuser. And then the last one we will discuss about the impact of diffuser on the environment, economy and human health. Before we go further, we should know about the steady flow process. What's mean by steady flow process? Which is the fluid properties can change from point to point in the control volume but remain the same at any fixed point during the whole process. So this is a little bit introduction about steady flow process. So now I will explain about the device of diffuser in terms of the shape, design, mechanism and physical features. Before that, we should know what is diffuser. So diffuser is a device that can increase pressure of a fluid by slowing it down. It's mean by slowing the velocity. Diffuser we can find out in aircraft engine in between compressor and combustion chamber. Alright, this is one I'm talking about, diffuser in aircraft. So diffuser is the divergent section of the engine after the compressor and before the combustion section, as I mentioned earlier. And then the function is to reduce high velocity compressor discharge air to increase pressure at a slower velocity. So this is what diffuser work in aircraft. What is saying about supersonic diffuser? Supersonic diffuser is a duct that decrease in area in the direction of flow, and then it's cause the fluid temperature, pressure and density to increase and but velocity to decrease. And then this change occur because the fluid is compressible. So this is about supersonic diffuser. Next is we talking about shape of diffuser. As you can see, the picture on the left of slide is the picture about diffuser. So diffuser can be a shape of round or rectangular or can be as linear slot diffuser. So what is linear slot diffuser? It's mean by take the form of one or several long, narrow slot, mostly semi-concealed in a fixed or suspended ceiling with airfoil behind the slot, directing the airflow in the desired direction. So that is mean by linear slot diffuser. And also shape of diffuser, it consists of inlet and outlet. This is similar to what we call it nozzle, but the direction and is little bit different about operating principle compared to nozzle. And also we can see on the picture the diffuser have a narrow inlet and wide outlet. Alright, so it's the shape of diffuser. Now we discuss about design of diffuser. A inlet or we can see a duct that increase in area in the direction of flow, and then diffuser consists of thermal insulated wall, and then diffuser are mostly used in reverse fashion as air inlet or return. So this is about the design of diffuser. And also diffuser are designed to reduce the kinetic energy, which is velocity of a moving fluid as illustrated. So as we can see the picture on the right of slide, it is illustrated when the fluid is moving. And then diffuser are categorized under steady flow device, which rise in the pressure of fluid. And commonly diffuser do not have any heat interaction because we have a thermal insulated wall, and like a nozzle, no heat interaction since they are designed to be adiabatic. Next one is mechanism and physical features. So for the diffuser, it's same as nozzle, where no work input or output. So work is equal to 0. Why no work input and output? Because in nozzle or diffuser, we don't have a shaft to produce a work compared to turbine. So turbine, we have a work input and output. And then in diffuser also no heat interaction between diffuser and surrounding, as we mentioned earlier about the thermal insulated wall is applied to the diffuser, so no heat interaction between the diffuser, so the heat is equal to 0. So now the second one of objective, we will talking about the operating principle of the diffuser and its application. So let's go. So now operating principle of diffuser. A diffuser will increase the pressure of a fluid by slowing it down. Slowing what? Slowing the velocity of the fluid. And then a diffuser is a passage of varying cross section where kinetic energy of flowing fluid is converted into pressure energy. Other than that, when possible, dampers, attractors and other flow control device should not be placed near diffuser's inlet, and then they have been shown to dramatically increase noise production. And also kinkered flat duct just before a diffuser often leads to poor air distribution and increased noise. Now we will go through to the application of diffuser. Diffuser is commonly used in heating, ventilating and air conditioning system. We not also use in aircraft engine, but we also use in a few other system. And also diffuser used on boost all air and air water system as part of room distribution subsystem. And then diffuser also serves several purpose. One is to deliver boost conditioning and ventilating air, and then eventually distribute the flow of air in the desired direction, and also to enhance mixing of room air into the primary air being discharged, and also to cause the air jet to attach to a ceiling or other surface to create low velocity air movement in the occupied portion of room. And the last one is to accomplish the above while producing the minimum amount of noise. So that's all from me, Muhammad Kois, which is the first presenter. Next, I will pass to my group mate, Khairul Hasib.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Khairul Hasib. I will continue with objective 3, which is what happens when fluid flowing through the diffuser. Before that, we recap the shape of diffuser. Shape of diffuser is divergent. The area of the inlet is smaller while the area of the outlet is bigger. Because of the shape is divergent, when the fluid flow through the first section, which is inlet, the pressure of the fluid will increase and the velocity of the fluid will decrease. Before fluid flowing through the inlet, the velocity of the fluid is increased while the pressure of fluid decrease. After fluid flowing through the inlet, at the middle of the diffuser, it will give force to the fluid to flowing through the outlet with velocity decrease and pressure increase. So why this process happen? It because to ensure fully combustion will happen in combustion chamber to achieve maximum efficiency. Before that, I mentioned about maximum efficiency. Maximum efficiency is including in thermal efficiency. So I will explain a little bit what is thermal efficiency. In thermodynamics, the thermal efficiency is a dimensionless performance measure of the device that use thermal energy, such as an internal combustion engine, a steam engine and boiler, for example. For a heat engine, thermal efficiency is the fraction of the energy added by heat or primary energy that is converted to network output or secondary energy. You know, the diffuser is a device which slows down fluid. That means velocity of fluid decrease with increasing pressure. According to first law of thermodynamics, the change of potential energy of fluid flowing into and out of diffuser is negligible because of no height change. From the equation work equal to 0, it is shown that no work is involved in diffuser. Diffuser are also regarded as steady flow engineering device. So the term at the right hand side equals to 0. Potential energy out minus potential energy in equal to 0. And then conservation of mass is usually taken into consideration to conserve mass, which means mass out minus mass in. That's all from me. I will pass to next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Megat Izzuddin bin Megat Syariman, and I will continue to explain on the next part. There is conservation of energy on diffuser. Okay, diffuser is a device that increase the pressure or pressure energy of a fluid at the expense of velocity or kinetic energy. Okay, as we can see from the diagram, the area at the inlet is smaller compared to the area at the outlet, and the velocity at the inlet is higher compared to the velocity at the outlet. This will create a higher pressure at the outlet compared to the pressure at inlet. Okay, next, for a diffuser, common assumptions and idealization are Q or heat transfer equals to 0, as there is no time for heat transfer due to high velocity. Next is work equal to 0, as diffuser includes no shaft or electric resistant wire, and change in potential energy also equal to 0, as there is no change in fluid elevation. Okay, from there, the mass equation for diffuser can be written as m.1 equal to m.2, or inlet pressure times area times velocity equal to outlet pressure times area times velocity. Okay, we move on to the next slide. There is energy balance. Okay, conservation of energy on a diffuser can be written as the basic equation Q minus W, that is heat energy minus work equals to M1 times theta 1 minus M2 times theta 2, with theta is the Mentafai properties. Okay, from there we can expand the equation into the next equation here. There is M in open bracket H1 plus V square over 2 plus GZ1 close bracket plus Q or heat transfer equals to M out open bracket H2 plus V2 or V square over 2 plus GZ2 close bracket plus W or work. Okay, as we stated earlier in the earlier slide, Q equal to 0 as there is no heat transfer due to high velocity. W also equal to 0 as there is no work supply and the diffuser also not giving any work. And Z equal to 0 or potential energy as there is no change in fluid elevation. Okay, from there we can simplify the equation and we get this equation right here. There is H plus V square over 2 inlet equal to H plus V square over 2 outlet. Okay, we move on to the last part. There is diffuser impact on the environment, economy and human health. Okay, we analyze the diffuser impact in the future into 3 categories. There is environment, economy and human health. Okay, for environment, generally diffuser are used in most air conditioning systems and cause a huge noise production. With air conditioner being widely used in the world, surely this will cause noise pollution. Okay, next is economy. Diffuser design has been integrated into Formula 1 car design to improve downforce in corners. We think that this can be future implemented into newer cars and created business opportunity. Okay, last, human health. Diffuser design also have been used in air refreshener that use essential oil and turn it into mist. We think that this can cause asthma and headache to some people. Okay, we have reached the end of our video presentation. As the last presenter, I would like to represent my group 5, to say thank you for watching, and I hope that this video presentation can be helpful to everyone watching. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.